Hi, everybody. Auntie is here, Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It's not cute not knowing. Let's start with a hug. Okay, before I forget, we got to send get well wishes to actress comedian Lunell. She just came out of surgery. I don't know for what for. Now my nerves are all bad. I'm like, she's in the hospital. She just had her birthday last week. But as soon as we find out, but we send love, mwah, prayers, hugs, and all that good stuff for Lunell because we love that woman to the moon and back. Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah. He plays Chairman Fred Hampton. He won an award, Critics' Choice Award, Best Supporting Actor, Golden Globe, Best Supporting Actor. He's just been nominated for an Academy Award, Best Supporting Actor for this role. We know him from Black Panther and Get Out. He's coming to Saturday Night Live. He's going to be hosting Easter weekend, Saturday, April the 3rd. He is going to be hosting Saturday Night Live. We remember actor Yaphet Kotto. Great 50-year career. Yaphet Kotto was one of those actors where you're like, I know him. He was in the TV show Homicide, Life on the Streets. In James Bond's Live or Let Die, he played a villain. He was in The Running Man. He fought off the aliens in Alien. He was in Brubaker with Robert Redford, Morgan Freeman. He was in Across 110th Street. A fabulous 50-year career. He was known for playing a villain, but his wife said he was just one of the nicest men you could ever meet. Actor Yaphet Kotto, dead at the age of 81. Michelle Obama's kids cooking show on Netflix, Waffles and Mochi. It is streaming now on Netflix. Any fans out there, Everybody Hates Chris. I love that show in the 2000s. It never got its due. It was based on Chris Rock's life as a teen. Terry Crews, you had Tyler James Williams, you had my girl Tashina Arnold. I love that show. It just never got its due. It's coming back, y'all, but an animated version of Everybody Hates Chris. It's coming back. Chris Rock will remain the narrator, and it will most likely wind up on Paramount Plus. TV One's Unsung returns this Sunday, and it kicks off with Mars Day. Years ago, I interviewed him when he did that. He did his solo career, and he had the song Fishnets. And I went down and found these fishnets and had them on when he came through, and he just giggled. You know his time with his feud with Prince, but they did make up. But Mars Day is going to be featured. TV One's Unsung. It airs every Sunday night at 9. They got quite a season. Gospel star Hezekiah Walker, singer Keith Washington. They've got the Jones Girls. They got rapper Mystical. They've got Selena Johnson and Leela James. It's going to be an exciting season, and it kicks off this Sunday, 9 o'clock on TV One. Okay, The Bachelor, last night. Matt, there was the sister, there was the white girl. Not to bring it down the racial terms, but I knew the sister wasn't getting it because he's not used to dating black women. He was just awkward, and it was just like, dude, go with what you like. He did. But he did not know that that girl Rachel did all the racial stuff that lit for the firestorm of the show because they were filmed in a bubble, right? Then they came back weeks later and, he gave her a rose, but he told her during the after show, I can't marry you and we cannot date because you do not understand me as a black man. It was interesting because his mother, not that your mom should be picking your relationships, but his mom and his brother were kind of like, something about this girl. And, of course, she's going to say she's changed her ways. She didn't really understand what she was doing because it was like, why you want to be with him if you feel this way about black people or people of color? Because it wasn't just black stuff that she did. She just did a lot of immature stuff as a young woman. He broke up with her on the after show. So no more for her. They did come out with exciting news. Now that guy, Emmanuel Achu, was great because Chris Harrison will not be on no Bachelor the rest of this year. The Bachelorette is going to have 2 seasons, one in the summer, one in the fall. The sister that didn't get picked, Michelle, she's going to be the Bachelorette in the fall. The woman who's going to be the Bachelorette this summer, she's the one that got out of the limo with the vibrator in her hand. She made an impression, and she's going to be the new Bachelorette. She's looking for love. She seemed like she's going to be a spicy one, but that is going to air. These shows are going to be hosted by 2 former Bachelorettes, and they're going to be taking over. Don't know if the show is going to go in a new direction, but for all the years that they said, ain't got no black people on this show, ain't going to be no black Bachelor, a whole firestorm, just a whole firestorm and a mess. And now ABC has got to, they've got to fix it, whatever way that they do it. All hell is breaking loose on the set of the CBS talk show, The Talk. They're doing this hiatus. Sharon Osborne created a firestorm. She believes that CBS set her up. Piers Morgan, racial comments, her not understanding, her rudeness to Cheryl Underwood. Being rude doesn't make you racist, because you could be rude to anybody. But it was Sharon's actions where she publicly apologized. She never apologized privately to Cheryl Underwood. And she blamed Cheryl for this whole mess. She said, let me get my lawyers. Y'all set me up. So they had to have a cooling off period. Who's going to survive and who's going to come out? The new sister that's on the show has already said that the show was just a hotbed of just racial intensity and that people just didn't feel comfortable. Do you think this is why Eve left? You know, when Eve left, she was like, I'm going to be with my family. And then like a month and a half later, she announced she's doing some hip hop drama on ABC with Brandy. When the show comes back, will all of these ladies be there? Will some leave? Will some be forced to leave? How will they solve this, Sharon Osborne? Because in the public's mind, they ain't feeling Sharon Osborne. They're not. They're like, and it was her rudeness. You had to see it. You had to go back and like see it. And you can find it on YouTube. Her rudeness. You better not start crying. Well, tell me what racism is. That's not our job. It's not our job to explain to you. And please don't say you're from another country, because it's all over the world. Oh, boy. How will this show survive this mess? And that's what it is. How will the show survive this mess? How will Kirk Franklin's family survive the mess? Because the son, who's 32, is still out here talking, saying that his dad beat him, saying that he's got more tapes of his dad cussing him out. Boy, Iyanla, you left your show too soon. Please do a bonus show, A Fix Your Life with Kirk and his family, because they need it. And I really wish they would do it privately. But the 32-year-old son ain't getting a lot of sympathy, because when you got to cuss out your grown kids, that's a problem. If they're younger, you're like, okay, you out here doing, dumb young stuff. But when they grown, baby, you got to get a life and get over the hurt. You can't use, well, I didn't get this when I was a teenager. I didn't get this as a child. Stop making excuses and forge your own path. Forge your own path. Stop excusing someone else for your behavior or using that as an excuse for why you can't go on in life. You need to lean on your faith, if you have faith, so that you could be a better person and get over what was done to you then, because it's not helping you right now. I'm very schizophrenic when I do these. I'm very schizophrenic when I do these reports. Okay, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. A lot of people are calling it soft porn. Their performances on the Grammy. But a lot of people are wondering, when they got down and they were like air humping, did Cardi B fart? This is what came up. And they're also wondering if Cardi B is pregnant, because her stomach was like sticking out there. But did you think it was soft porn? A lot of you do, from the comments that you left yesterday about the Grammys. Zendaya, John David Washington, they're on the cover of W Magazine. Fabulous photo spread. Their Netflix movie, Malcolm and Marie, is now streaming. Tina Turner, the HBO Max, her documentary, she's calling it a farewell to her fans. She's 81 years old. And this documentary, of course, the early days, the Ike and Tina days, her life as a solo artist, but her life afterwards. Tina Turner's health has not been good. Kidney failure, she had to get a kidney transplant. She had this stroke that left her messed up. She's calling it a farewell to her fans. A great 60-year career. Tina Turner, y'all. HBO Max, March 27th. We're going to have to do a lot of taping because that's the same night as the NAACP Image Awards. I'm just going to be up and taping and just taking notes. We're going to leave you with A-Rod and Jennifer Lopez. A-Rod is scared, everybody. He's scared. He is scared of losing Jennifer Lopez. See, cheating ain't just physical. Sneaky stuff is cheating too. Sneaky stuff is cheating too. It is. Non-disclosure, flirting, FaceTiming. Not with Jennifer Lopez, you won't, because Jennifer said, Jennifer Lopez, I'm J-Lo. You've embarrassed me. You've humiliated me. A-Rod took his kids, took J-Lo's kids, and they all met down in the Dominican Republic where she's filming a movie. Shotgun Wedding. Lenny Kravitz is also in it. Jennifer Lopez is already looking for her next man. She don't want to be alone. She's already planning a plan for when this ends, and it really ends. She will have moved on to the next man, because I told you, she doesn't like being alone. The next man is being looked at and recruited, and they're going to see, how do you go? Where do you pivot from here? Alex Rodriguez does not want to lose J-Lo because you don't get no shine if you're not with J-Lo. And let me tell you something. He likes that shine, but he has never been faithful. He's just never been faithful. And I think he finds it hard, but he is doing everything he can to get back in her good graces. But at this point, where there's smoke, there is fire. She is angry, she is humiliated, and she is like, I'm going to get you back. That's a Leo woman. That's a Leo woman for you. She's going to get him back. Leo women. If you're a Leo woman, I know you're cracking up right now. But she's ready to move on to the next one. And there will be a next one. So, Alex, I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what you're going to do, son. But filming 2 has already started on Bridgerton 2. Duke, Simon, he's not going to play a big part in this next season because they're going to move on to the Bridgerton brothers, but they're filming now in London, and a new season will most likely kick off towards the end of the year around Christmas. It's not cute not knowing. Whew. It was a lot. It was a lot today. If you like the channel, tell a friend, spread the word, leave a comment. I do read the comments. I want to hear from you. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. It's not cute not knowing. Thanks so much for hanging out and joining us today. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.